Life has never been so difficult in the wild. Destabilized, damaged, endangered, and threatened. Not so long ago, it was man with the animal. Today, it's man versus animal. The rightful residents of these areas, who balance the ecosystem, are being forced out. Wildlife today is at the crossroads. Is there a solution? Each ecosystem took millions of years to emerge and to develop. One such invaluable ecosystem is the Gorewada Reserve in central India. Central India, the land of precious wildlife sanctuaries such as Pench, Kanakesli, Bandhavgarh, Narsinghpur, Bastar, Rajiv Gandhi National Park, and many more. It also has the Vidarbha region, the home to Maharashtra's 80% forest reserves. This is also referred to sometimes as the Gondwana, or the land of the Gond tribe. The same area where the earliest rock formations on earth were first investigated. The concept of Gondwana, however, dates quite long back. 200 million years ago, there was only one landmass on earth called Pangaea. It was here, during the Triassic period, that the dinosaurs emerged and evolved. About 150 million years ago, the tectonic plate activity broke the Pangaea mass into two supercontinents, Laurasia and Gondwana. The Gondwana then gradually fragmented into the 5 landmasses of South America, Africa, India, Antarctica, and Australia. Through the continental drift process, South America moved up to join North America, while Africa and India moved to join Eurasia. This was followed by the stages of evolution. Huge tectonic plates collided and the friction resulted in the formation of land called India, with Deccan Plateau, Tibetan Plateau, and of course the sky-touching Himalayas. The central India and the region of Vidarbha on the Deccan Plateau displaying the features of Gondwana land. High mountains, deep forests, every place filled with rich biodiversity, with an intriguingly wide range of plants, animals and birds. Vidarbha is home to such unbelievably fascinating forests and wildlife in the midst of beautiful landscapes. Today, at the heart of India, remnants of that Gondwana period can still be found. Nagpur, the biggest destination in central India region, within 1 to 1.5 hours flight from all Indian metros, has been rated as among the top cleanest and greenest cities in India. The second capital of Maharashtra, Nagpur, has its unique advantages. A transportation hub for all modes and a gateway to all the major wildlife parks in central India. It's time to identify Nagpur as the domain for the world's first integrated wildlife experience. Yes, this is about the world's first true biopark and reserve proposed at Gorewada near Nagpur. Reintroduce lost indigenous vegetation and restore the original ecosystem, but would also create world-class attractions combining all the entertainment, education and science of zoos, aquariums, botanic gardens, museums, art galleries and theme parks. One stop on one site. The southern portion of the site has to be developed as the Gondwana with its biopark and safaris. The northern larger portion can be kept less developed but created as a reserve at Gorewada, focusing only on the wildlife of central India. Let's get a feel of what can be in store at the Gondwana Biopark. Welcome at the Entry Plaza. The Entry Plaza will have several key features such as Palm Court, 2 restaurants, Children's Nature Park. The Entry Plaza will also have Education Center and a mini theatre and many other attractions. The Biopark will be based on the evolution storyline, showcasing life forms in their several stages of evolution. A long time after it had left the sun, the mass of Earth began cooling down and the atmosphere became increasingly conducive for life. Then arrived the single-cell form of life. The Earth was never going to be the same again. The Biopark shall have here attractive exhibits, zoos, gardens, models and scenes, all on the theme of the milestones that changed it all. The stages of evolution from a single cell life form to the superbly evolved diverse life forms as we see today. The history of Earth as well as the natural treasures of Gondwana will be witnessed in abundance here at the Gorewada Biopark. 3 independent self-explore walking trails for today's discerning tourists. The Tribal Village Trail, featuring 2 mock Gond villages highlighting the coexistence and interdependence between man and nature. The Deep Time Trail, for a first-hand experience with simulated volcanic activity on how evolution began on the Earth. Plus a visit to underground cave structures and geological wonders. Narrating the story of climatic change phases that occurred over the past 550 million years and a 100 million year timeline on evolution represented on a 100-meter wall, with humanity's minor existence represented on just 10 centimeters or 4 inches of the wall, and another 100-meter timeline showing the only 1 lakh years of modern human existence and development, discussing the disproportionate damage done by us humans to the environment and the earth. Then the Trail of the Senses, to sensitize the visitors on how many diverse ways are used by living beings, including us humans, to communicate with each other. Let us talk about another main feature, the world-class safaris. Based on the world-famous Singapore Night Safari, also known as Sunset Safari, for an on-the-face series of orchestrated encounters with the wildlife in simulated moonlight, on tram rides and on walking trails. The daytime safaris will include Indian Safari, African Safari and Riverside Safari. The Indian Safari will be on adapted lorries, showcasing Indian wildlife, the animals and birds. The world's largest walk-in aviary featuring 40 bird species. This safari on the river, with many moods and cliffhanger moments of tension, will surely mix pleasure and excitement with raising level of awareness. Add to these a series of other exciting world-class dimensions. African Safari, showcasing the animals and birds. African Tribal Village, highlighting interdependence between man and nature. An aqua display featuring fish and other aquatic life forms in open tanks. Plus, reptile garden, world of invertebrates, and a number of gardens like butterfly gardens. Yes, and much more. And here, a much needed ideal support center for wildlife, a modern day rescue center for the animals and birds in distress, to bring the grievously hurt back to life in full vigor. Also, a state-of-the-art breeding center to help them multiply and grow in numbers. All this to promote nature conservation, but also to set the tone for scientific research and public education, so that on return, the visitor is more evolved, more rooted to nature, really transformed into a true citizen of the planet Earth. That's the message from Biopark Gorewada. Life again. The Gorewada Integrated Biopark will be ready in 7 years by using an estimated amount of 720 crores of rupees via public-private partnership model for development. This will be for the world the first and truly original experience, a window for education in environment protection, wildlife conservation and ideal ecotourism, all this with a rich entertainment value. If this will be a treasure mine of information for the world, it would also bring nothing less than a boom domestically, with an estimated 35 lakh tourists visiting here annually by using the well-connected rail, road and air network, and by bringing with them golden opportunities for the direct and indirect employment. All in all, thanks to the Biopark, Nagpur will take its rightful place on the global map, truly as the world's tiger capital.